Well, it's an epidemic Northern Nevada has been well aware of since the alleged drug ring bust right here in Reno earlier this year.
That's right. And President Obama declared this week as Prescription Opioid and Heroin Epidemic Week. Cabinet members and federal agencies will spend the coming days highlighting national efforts to combat the problem. Zach Mooney joins us live in the newsroom. So, Zach, what does this mean for Nevada?
Well, Landon, the short answer is just more money. Some of that is already headed to the Silver State, while some of it would still need congressional action. Either way, Governor Sandoval says Nevada is ahead of the curve when it comes to dealing with this issue, but he says there's still a lot of work to do.
We'll have trainings, forums, movie screenings, community roundtable discussions.
Leaders in the Obama administration unveiled plans to combat opioid and heroin abuse across the country Monday. Attorney General Loretta Lynch announced she will be in Kentucky Tuesday for events, including a policy speech at the University of Kentucky discussing the DOJ's strategy and resources for fighting the national epidemic. Today, Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack announced $4.9 million that would help 18 different education and treatment facilities in rural parts of the nation. One of those is for ELCA. That is on top of grant dollars for 80 similar projects announced last month. 2 of those are in Nevada. The White House's biggest goal is for Congress to pass President Obama's budget, which includes $1.1 billion in additional funding for treatment facilities.
Certainly if there are opportunities to work with the administration to get more resources here, we'll absolutely go after that.
Governor Sandoval is working on his legislative package for the 2017 legislature. He says he's still reviewing recommendations that came out of a 2-day opioid drug abuse summit in Las Vegas. He believes we have the resources to fight the issue. They just need to be pointed in the right direction.
I don't want to do anything for the sake of doing something. I want to make sure that there's some, things that have been tried and true in other states. So we are reaching out.
Meanwhile, on Monday, 2 parents with similar stories joined the White House announcement. One from New Mexico, one from Virginia. Both lost children after an opioid prescription turned to addiction.
My story is your story is what I tell every parent, because our stories are all the same. I can go into detail. I can tell you how we found him.
He'd been exposed to opioids as a teen after an injury and told me himself that he thought absolutely nothing of them. Like many, he underestimated them.
And the Department of Justice also launched an opioid awareness website today. We've set up a link for you to check that out at KTVN.com. Just head there, click on the blue News Links button. Covering the story in the newsroom, Zach Mooney, Channel 2 News.